Good morning, everyone. You know, while I was just walking here, I had one question. How many of us have done a performance in their life? School, college? Don't answer it, just feel it. Because my whole speech is about just my feel. How many times, just before entering, you feel that nervous energy? Some people are calm, some people are trying to be focused, some people are the experienced ones. So like, I've done this many times. No, they are also equally nervous. They've just got the experience. That part, before coming on stage, and then after the performance is done. Oh, you were really good show. Thank you. Oh, wow, that meeting went really well. Your presentation was amazing. Great. Before I forget, all the world's a stage and we are all actors. So for me, theater is not just stage. Stage could be anywhere. So just that feeling, that relief, oh, thank God it happened. Did it happen well or not? That's not important. It's over. Now what's most important is that in-between part, when you were over there performing, what was that like? Ask yourselves this question. It could be anything. It could be even in a classroom, you'll have just stood up and the teacher asked you to read something. It could be a poem you all recited. A presentation in front of, an entire meeting where you'll have to really present something, a pitch to a sponsor probably. This is all a performance. When you all are there, I can take my personal example. When I'm performing on stage, that energy, there's a transfer that happens. That can never be matched. That nervous energy just transcends, and that is what I call the high of theater. And that high is my passion. And that passion, then I just crave for it. That 2 hours, 1.5 hours, when I'm on stage, I just want to be in that high. There are many times after performance, I'm on my way back home in my car, and I'm thinking, wow, what was that? That feeling, I just want to be in that bliss. And the next moment, my mom will come. What time are you coming for dinner? I'm like, Mom, I'm just coming. They break the high. But I just want to crave that. And that's when I decided that, okay, my passion is theater. I know that. I know that this gives me bliss. How can I continue striving? And how can I continue making a living out of it? This question did not come to me in the first few years of my life. It came a little later. Now, in the same breath, I've spoken about my passion, the high. Let me talk about the second aspect, perseverance. Any passion you all take, I'm taking theater as my reference, you need to persevere. There has to be perseverance. Perseverance technically means a lot of people will discourage, a lot of difficulties will come, but you still continue and continue and continue. So in the same breath, if I have to say theater, uncertainty, instability, frustration, negativity, these are the lows that one generally faces. I have faced that as well. Because that is what the platform is. That is what theater is. There is a certain level of uncertainty, always. But my aim was always to reach that high. I want to go on stage. I want to go express. Oh God, how just before on stage I'll be shaking. What do I do? Oh, the audience is there. Oh, will that guy laugh? Will that uncle laugh? Will that audience accept me? Oh, it doesn't matter. Thak. On stage, expressed. And then after that, that bliss. So then my bio that reads producer by chance, writer by choice, actor by profession. The last two are fine. The first one was the biggest mistake. Producer by chance. Which means no one was betting on me. So I bet on myself and I said, I will produce plays. Because, I didn't come from a family which had a theater background, totally alien to them. But I decided, no, I will do this. And I decided that, okay, in order to get that bliss, always be on stage and get that high, you need to sustain. Which means you need the mullah, you need money, you need sponsors. No one is going to invest. I didn't come from that kind of a background where, someone will put money and just go have plays. So now, cut to that, okay, I have to do it, keeping the mindset that all the world's a stage. Now imagine a 21-year-old guy, just come out of college, in suit, formal shoes, sitting in front of a vice president of a organization and telling him that why he should put his money on my play. Now, little backstory, just graduated, so before that, life was like this. Half pants, chappals, okay, t-shirt, collars up, because yeah, that's cool. No, it's not, huh? Girls don't like that, so avoid that, okay. That was a misconception I had, that collars up is cool, it's not. So anyway, I was over there and I was like, sir, this is the play and you need to put money and this is the money we need. He said, okay, who are the actors? This is the actor, this is the actor, and this guy, Abhishek, is the actor. He looked, you, as in you are acting in it? Yeah, I'm there. Oh, you are only, you are pitching your play and you're acting in it? Yeah, sir. Do some act. So now, I mean, I'm in a formal attire and I'm trying to give a full marketing, presentation and everything. Yeah, just show me what is there. I was naive and who cares? I wanted to act. Nautanki pana to rehta hi hai. So I said, okay, come. I did one act in front of him. He just looked at me. 30,000 rupees. Happy. 30,000 rupees. I cracked 30,000, sponsor on board, team is happy. Imagine now going for rehearsals, remove the tie, why? Okay, come on everyone, let's rehearse, I've got 30,000 rupees, okay. Chalo, everyone's rehearsing, everything is going in order. We do the show. Now, little economics. 2 lakhs was the cost of the show, 30,000 was sponsorship money, 70,000 we got from ticket sales, which means 1 lakh we got as our revenue, which means we made a loss of 1 lakh, but we didn't care. 1 lakh was a loss, but we made 30,000 rupees through sponsorship. This is the mindset, okay? Because you have to understand, I'm an artist, but at the same time, I had to balance being a businessman also. That's why producer by chance. This continued for a few years. Passion was at its place. Support of family was, of course, there, but it was not going anywhere. It was not like, a lot of people are like, ठीक है, इसके आगे क्या, theatre के बाद क्या करोगे? Job walk? Why don't you do TV a bit? I did that also. I did that, but that high, I was not getting what I get on stage. Was that enough? Is our passion enough? Do we need to give some purpose to it? Purpose meaning, yes, I want to express myself. Yes, I want to go out there and say theatre sets me free. I've actually experienced these things. This is very common with theatre people, but all theatre artists, or rather most of the theatre artists, I come in that category, we are not good businessmen or women. So, now what happened is that I was like, fine, this few years that I've been struggling, I'm breaking even, I'm making losses, what do I do? How do I reinvent myself? How do I balance this, that artist by day, businessman by evening, sometimes businessman by day, artist by evening? I didn't know. I didn't know where to go, what to do. So in Mumbai, because I used to think Mumbai is where theatre is, biggest misconception of my life. There are 2 areas. One is Juhu, one is Nariman Point. So as a youngster, I used to go and feel that, okay, I used to sit in that group, chai is being passed everywhere. Theatre to ek kala hai, paisa nahi, it should just be done. And these guys are really talented, huh? These guys are really good. But they don't know how to, sustain themselves with theatre. I said, good, 2 years I was in that zone, but I can't make a living with that. No. Then comes the other section where I went to Nariman Point. There's a family of 4 who are dressed in posh clothes. One posh car will be there, 1,500 rupees a ticket. Beta, Hashush hai? Good play. Okay, and they want a big set. They want beautiful glamour. They want some bedroom farcical comedy. No problem with that. Works wonders. There's an audience for that. But I was like, hey, this also I can't do. How do I'm saying I'm passionate about theatre. I do English theatre, Hindi theatre. How do I keep it going? So then I decided something changed in my life. I said that, okay, if I'm following my passion, what do I want to tell people? I came up with one play. It's called 2 Adorable Losers. And I used to feel my life is around Juhu and Nariman Point. I need acceptance from both sides. This is what I felt. I did the play. 20 shows we must have done. It started going houseful. made little money, possibly. People from, oh wow, what a play, वो lighting बहुत अच्छा था. This is the Juhu side. And everyone thought, oh, बहुत मजा आ गया. So funny comedy it was, very good, beta, very good. All this was happening, but and I thought life, this is what theatre is. This is how it's going to be. But how do I continue with it? Because I'm just stuck in this loop. 20 shows. I'm watching other people, they're doing 100 shows. I have got something where I got stuck. This is where I got stuck. I'm like, okay, now it's not going anywhere. Sponsors are coming in and they're fine. What do I do? How do I make a living out of it? How do I, it was so, I couldn't express it, which I can't do it now also. I need this to go out somewhere. What should I do? This is where I learned that my option Bs came in. My parents were like, do you want to do a job or something? Visualized myself, 9 to 5, going, standing for the bus or the cab, then going over there, working. No. Why don't you work for someone else? I thought, okay, imagined writing something for someone else. Then I imagined how it would be like life over there with them. But that freedom, that it's mine, it's my baby, that didn't come. I said, no, that also doesn't happen. So how will you do it? How will you sustain? You need that. And literally uncertainty, people started leaving. I told them that, okay, this is a very uncertain field. I knew it myself. People who were working with me, they started leaving. Someone got married. He had to leave. Someone realized that this is not his calling. He left. So people started branching out. But I did not. I said, no, this is what I want to do. Now I can't keep just blabbering like that. This is what I want to do. What should I do out of it to basically sustain? Entered the part where I was doing a show and some dignitary came to watch it. He said, hey, I loved your play. Do you want to do this in Muscat? What? Mumbai all my life. Muscat, Oman, like, yeah, why didn't you do an international show over there? I said, yeah, sure. Businessman is pathetic in me. How much will you charge? I quoted a pathetic amount. He looked at me as if I'm joking. Okay, good, come. And it was there. 2017, all the 11 years, I started off in 2011, the 6 years of struggles of breaking even, making money in TV, possibly trying to find my calling, what should I do? It was finally coming over here to this show which changed my perspective. I went there and there were actually a lot of renowned people who were performing. There were 5 plays and the organizer asked me, Abhishek, on a scale of 1 to 10, how funny is your play? You can't say these things, like, you can't show off before it has happened, right? Let the audience come and tell you. So I was like, sir, it will be fine, it's good. No, you tell me how good is it. He kept doing this. I said, okay, sir, on a scale of 10, it's 11. Okay. Okay. And I remember that instance, we are performing Two Adorable Losers, and there was a section in the play where he started laughing, and he started coughing, and he choked. They had to take him out. And I was like, sir, now you know how funny it is. So that memory I always have, and he was very happy by the end of it, and he said that this was, out of my 5 plays, the best play. Of course, it's always subjective, but he was being kind maybe, that acha theek hai, this guy has come and he's come with a young team. Then I started realizing, oh, the market is not Mumbai. What if I start going to other places? What if I pick up that phone and start calling people up and telling them that I have this play? My biggest asset was that I'm young. I'm going to have this play that is contemporary, relevant to today's times. Okay, it's not a play where people will just be watching and drowse, or people will basically be like, ye kya dikha diya? No, they will connect with it. I had got this confidence through audience reciprocations. So now cut to 2018, me picking up the phone, the businessman, okay, but I played a character. I said, okay, this phone I'm going to pick up, I'm going to talk to this individual, tell him that this is what my belief is, this is what I want to do, and I want you to be part of it. Can you imagine the person is not even looking at you? It's not even a face-to-face meeting. He could be in any part of India. He could be here, Raipur. He could be probably in Gwalior. He or she could be in Nainital. These are the calls that started happening. They started saying, okay, you come, and the performances started happening. And then I started realizing that, all right, now the dynamics have changed. It's like people come to Mumbai to pursue their dreams, but what if Mumbai is going outside to pursue his dreams? And I started meeting different people. Perception changed. Okay, my passion now is that yes, I want to perform. Purpose, I want to spread theatre. This is where my perseverance really helped, because had I given up in those moments, and they were terrible moments, for anyone who's pursuing a passion, it is not always a fairy tale. I have done 11 years, 11 and a half now. Somewhere or the other, it's going to go low. It will. But the beauty is that how you ride along with it. It's easier said than done. When I was in that moment, it was not easy. It's only when it came out, it made sense. But I knew one thing. Great genius Sadhguru, he has said this, that what you cannot do, that's fine. Okay, you cannot do. But what you can do and you do not do, that's a tragedy. This stuck. This just hit me. And I was like, yeah, I can do this. But if I stop doing it, then that's a tragedy for me. This passion that's there, this is for me. And by the end of it, we started performing. And primarily, my end note that I would like to give is that I was on stage once and someone asked me that my introductions were going on. Someone said that theatre makes you learn, TV makes you rich, films make you famous. Immediately after my performance, I said, no, this is what I'm going to change or try to change, that theatre will make you learn, theatre will make you rich, and theatre will make you famous. With that, I would like to end that if you guys have your passion, persevere, and it will definitely bear some fruit with it. Thank you.